Welcome to our birthday party. Welcome to the 50th anniversary of ISAPS. This is time to party. This is time to look back into the history of ISAPS and to look to the achievements and into a bright future. We found some very interesting documents, some interesting papers, some nice pictures, some nice stories that we want to share with you. Everything goes back to 1969.
Dear colleagues, I am Carlos Wibel from Porto Alegre, Brazil. I will show you now some pictures and photos of all these activities so you can take a look what happened. Thank you so much.
I think this was a very interesting history flashback on the ISAPS history. And now we look into the time where everything started for me, for my presidency, for my last term. Now I want to introduce a very important person for you because you are expecting education from us. And I'm happy to introduce Vakis Kontois, the current chair of Education Council, now moving up to the membership chair. And Vakis, you did a lot of work during the last 2 years, and I'm sure that these 2 years can be divided into before Corona and after Corona. So what was the challenging things? What was challenging, especially for you? I mean, I can tell the audience he is working day and night. He is a workhorse, and if you tell him I want a meeting in everywhere, he's organizing that and consider it to be done within a few weeks. So thanks a lot, Vakis, to your help and to these wonderful programs that you always set up during this pre and post-Corona time. So tell me about the pre-Corona time. What was your experience in the first year?
Yeah, first of all, congratulations on the completion of your presidency, Dirk, and thank you for being our president for the last 2 years. The most important thing is the change of the guidelines of the Education Council, which really helped very much in changing completely the standards of the education around the globe, motivated the faculty to travel more, and also increased the demand of the educational events worldwide. Also contributing into the income of the society, which was thoroughly spent for our members, for library, for video libraries, for webinars and everything.
How many events happened before Corona? Can you imagine, or do you have statistics, numbers about it?
Yeah, we have an average. We had around 20 courses and 15 symposia per year, and we had more than 65 to 70 endorsements per year. So we had a huge amount of meetings around the world, but we concentrated on the quality and not on the quantity as in the past.
Vakis, what happened when the news came up, like Corona shut down, you had to cancel all the meetings, we had to cancel the Vienna Congress. How did we react? What did you do?
Well, Dirk, I can say that the Education Council showed very quick reflexes in this pandemic situation. And as you very well know and you remember, first of all, we had to postpone the Vienna meeting so that we don't get problems both financially and of attendance. So after the Corona situation came in, the first reaction from the Education Council was that we started the webinar, COVID-19 webinars, to support, protect, guide, and help our members worldwide how to work with their everyday activities and their practices. And just after that, when we finished with the COVID-19 webinars, we went on with the masterclasses, which masterclasses were going twice a month, and now they still go on once a month to educate our members and will go on till the end of the year.
I think we have to be very thankful to this committee because aesthetic education is so important to us, to ISAPS, and especially big value to you, obviously. So thank you very much, Vakis, for all your commitment to ISAPS during the last 2 years. And I hope to see you soon in person. And thanks a lot. Bye-bye to Athens.
Thank you very much for trusting me with the appointment of the Education Council Chairman, Dirk. Thank you.
We have now invited live in El Paso, Texas, Dr. Ozan Soser. He will be our new Education Council Chair. Ozan, good morning.
Good morning, Dirk. Greetings from El Paso, Texas.
Thank you, Ozan. You earned a lot of experience during the last 2 years where you have been the educational vice chair and worked together with Vakis Kontes. You all did a great job with the whole team. What can we expect from you and your new team for the upcoming period, especially with regards to Corona?
Dirk, Francisco will be my vice chair, and I've been working with him, and we put a new educational council together. I think we formed a great team. We understand this is a time of uncertainty. We don't know things, when we're going to start live meetings, how long this is going to go on. But we started to think out of the box. I think we have wonderful tools like Expo IP, and we have outstanding ISAPS faculty behind us. If we are creative and start preparing unique program other than that we see every day, those webinars, come up with some new ideas, I think we will have the first year will be successful, and hopefully by the second year we will be having live meetings.
Wonderful, wonderful. Ozan, people are thinking about, will all those meetings stop? Will all those meetings come to an end? Will we only be connected in a digital way? What do you think?
No. We love being together. There is no replacement of looking at the professor's face and listening to the person. Yeah. And the other one is so impersonal, so mechanical. Yeah. I don't think those meetings will ever be replaced.
Well, I think that's the reality. And if you have been to a real ISAPS meeting, and if you have experienced the friendship, the feeling of international networking, when it comes to face-to-face, I think that's really the wonderful ISAPS feeling that we are all talking about, and that you cannot have when you are just looking at a screen and just leave the room, and all the discussions at night at the bar, we would miss that. Thank you very much to El Paso for answering us all these interesting questions and guiding us into a wonderful future of aesthetic education worldwide. Thank you, Ozan. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dirk. Bye-bye.
Of course, at a birthday party, you have to look a little bit back to achievements, what happened in the past, what happened in the last 2 years. And I think I'm really proud to present that we have membership now all over the world in 110 countries. Where do our members come from?
My name is Nina Naidu. I'm from New York City in the United States.
Меня зовут Батюков Дмитрий, я являюсь пластическим хирургом в Беларуси. И
डॉक्टर राजेश गवाई हूँ मैं इंडिया मुंबई से बिलोंग करता हूँ
Io sono Adriana Pozzi, rappresento ISAPS per l'Italia.
Soy Montserrat Fontbona, cirujano plástico de Chile.
Bonjour, je suis le docteur Michel Rouif.
Mijn naam is Ivo van Heiningen. Ik kom uit België.
أنا الدكتورة فاطمة الصبحي استشارية جراحة تجميل من المملكة العربية السعودية.
Mein Name ist Katrin Müller, ich komme aus Hannover in Deutschland.
حسين صابر أبو الحسن أستاذ جراحة تجميل جامعة اسكندرية كلية الطب السكرتير العام للآيزابس في مصر.
ISAPS means friendship and education worldwide.
So I invited Fabian Cortinas, our trustee and the chair of our membership committee, to talk about his duties as a membership chair. Good morning, Fabian. Hello in Buenos Aires.
Good morning, Dirk. Very well. Very nice morning here.
Wonderful. Fabian, this was really exciting 2 years together with you, working with you and your team. And tell me a little bit about the development, about our membership numbers and how did you get there, and maybe a little bit about the membership levels.
Okay, we offer, the last 2 years, we have been offering different membership levels that could be adapted to every single budget and every single idea of what the needs of the society. So each member can choose between a basic $350 level to a highest, which is the first class, with a lot of offerings. One thing that I find very interesting, very attractive, is we joined more than 700 members in the last 7 months. This means a huge job in the membership committee, and this is the achievement of reducing the process, making a shorter time for every process.
Well, this is really spectacular. I mean, 700 new members in 7 months. That's really fantastic. And this especially or even in 5 months. You mentioned in 5 months. And this during COVID-19, I mean, this is a very special time for all of us. COVID-19, it's very uncertain for us what will be going on with our specialty, what will be going on with our practices. So just to learn that we have another additional 700 members during that time, that tells you something. To share with our members and our visitors is that it's not all about the numbers, but what really makes us proud is that we have members in now 110 countries all over the world. 110 countries. I think that's really spectacular. And this is because of you, because of your team and everyone working behind the scenes so hard. So let me thank you once again, Fabian, for your hard work, and bye-bye to Buenos Aires.
Bye-bye, Dirk, but let me tell you that this is a teamwork. The whole board is immersed in the discussions and everything, so thank.
Of course, it's a big applause to the whole team. Thank you, Fabian. Only a few years ago, we decided to open up for residents and fellows and created a complete new membership structure. Nowadays, residents and fellows are really part of our society. We are focusing on their education because we think they need aesthetic education worldwide right now during their training, during their time where they need it most. So the residents and fellows are growing. We have a wonderful fellowship program running, and we have a wonderful resident and fellow chair. I'm more than happy to introduce Maria Wiedner to you. Maria is the chair of the Residents and Fellows Committee. Maria, what were your achievements during the last term?
I think one of the biggest achievements was skipping the fees for the residents. So they pay zero and get all the benefits from ISAPS for free now. And that's at a time where they need it most.
So just to clarify, as a resident and fellow at ISAPS, you receive the Blue Journal for free in an electronic version. You receive the newsletter. You have free access to our webinars and masterclasses. I mean, this is really a huge benefit. What else do you offer in your committee?
We have different programs. We have short-term visiting programs like the Visit an Expert program. But now for 2 years, we also managed a fellowship program. And there we can offer about 50 places a year where young plastic surgeons and residents can train with the best of the best aesthetic plastic surgeons all around the world, one by one.
That's wonderful. I think that's a great achievement and really contributes to our mission, aesthetic education worldwide. Thank you, Maria, and your team.
Thank you.
And really contributes to our mission, aesthetic education worldwide. Thank you, Maria. As dedicated aesthetic plastic surgeons, we, of course, have a high value for aesthetics. So we decided that ISAPS needs a facelift. So I'm very happy that we found our marketing team that overall the whole branding and all the brochures. And we prepared something for you, a little feedback on what happened during the last 2 years.
Hello, I'm Barbara Böld, the Marketing Director of ISAPS. Alongside my team at Belt Communication in Munich, we are responsible for all of ISAPS marketing. We are very proud to work with the largest international society for aesthetic plastic surgeons. In the last 2 years, we have entirely rebranded ISAPS, creating a new fresh look and a consistent tone across ISAPS materials and communications. I would like to introduce my wonderful team.
Hi, I'm Doris. I'm the graphic designer.
Hi, I'm Cheyenne. I work with marketing and communications.
Hi, I'm Rosa. I handle industry relations and video production.
Hi, I'm Verena. I'm head of event and congress management.
We are very proud to be part of the 50th anniversary of ISAPS.
Now it's a pleasure to introduce our past treasurer, or our treasurer emeritus, how we used to call him, Kai Schlaudraff from Switzerland. Hello, Kai.
Hello, Dirk.
You were so long involved in the insurances, and a long time we didn't know about it, but now the products are coming up because it was really a long-term planning. What are the news here?
Well, finally now we're looking, due to COVID, into another product, which is actually medical malpractice. Medical malpractice is quite a challenge now. We've been in close relationship with Lloyd's in London, and what we learned is actually the entire industry is facing a storm of claims, and that will lead in the foreseeable future that many insurance providers will go out of the market, and the ones that are remaining will increase their fees significantly. And we're actually currently looking into a solution for medical malpractice for you. And the basic idea is actually to set up our own ISAPS improved medical malpractice insurance and to actually allow you as a member to be a participant in this program on both sides and basically have a share in this part.
And this is, I think, very important to all of you, to have our own ISAPS approved membership insurance, especially dedicated to malpractice. And you know about all the difficulties about malpractice all over the world, and to have this in our armatorium. I think this is very important. Kai, thank you for your work. Thank you for supporting me. Daily conferences, I will miss our calls every morning when you're asking for a minute and it turns out to be in half an hour at least. So thank you so much for your advice and being so helpful during my term. Thanks a lot and bye-bye to Switzerland.
Thank you, Dirk.
A very important member benefit for all of us is the Blue Journal, our aesthetic plastic surgery journal by Springer. I'm happy that I have the report from Baman Goyon, our editor-in-chief.
Greetings, everybody. I would like to extend my share of welcome to those of you who participated in this Olympics. I also would like to share some information with you about the journal. We have made significant strides. In fact, the impact factor this year has been the highest it has ever been. We also made progress in different aspects of the journal function. We have streamlined the reviews, and in fact, the duration for the decision period is less than 50% of what it used to be. Our subscription has gone up significantly. As a matter of fact, if the trend continues, we're going to actually realize about 100% increase in subscription compared to what it was when I took over this position. Finally, I would like to let you know that your journal reaches over 3,500 members and 12,000 destinations, and it has the highest subscription amongst the aesthetic surgery journals.
So now it's time to introduce the brand new president-elect, Lina Triana from Colombia. Lina, hello, congratulations.
Good morning.
How do you feel?
Well, of course, it's an honor to be part of the ISAPS family and to get to be ISAPS president.
Lina, tell me a little bit about the leadership course that you organized last year. What was the idea behind it and how did it work?
First time that we had a leadership course here in ISAPS, and we wanted to bring together our future leaders so that we together can create a better future for our organization and for aesthetics worldwide.
I have to tell you about this leadership meeting. It happened in the beginning pre-corona in Vienna, and then the second course took place in New York, and it was very successful and it brought us all together. And I think the idea behind it was like seeing and developing young talents to grow up for a leadership position in ISAPS. And this was very nicely received. And I think this is part of your vision for your term. Can you talk a little bit about more of your visions? What are you going to plan for your term after Nazim's term?
Well, it's a little bit early. That's why we have the president-elect position, so that we can, for these 2 years next to Nazim, keep on working towards constructing the best for our organization.
And once again, congratulations, Lina, to your election, and looking forward to meet you in person soon. Thank you, Lina, to Bogota. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
We always look into member benefits, and we think that the contact to patients is so important, and to deliver benefits to the patients is even more important. So in times of apps and digitalization, I think it's wonderful that we now can present to you a prototype of the ISAPS, our new tool to help you to communicate with your patients.
This is our brand new communication app for our members with their patients. The app will help patients to find and contact their ISAPS surgeon in a safe environment. It will give timely information for patients tailored for their surgery and surgeon. It will send reminder with notification for follow-ups and injectable reminder. Will be available in 7 languages and will give detailed information about 15 plus aesthetic procedures. It will serve as a surgeon personal patient database, and yet to come, an ISAPS private chat with ISAPS experts.
Now it's a big pleasure, it's a big honor to say hello to Catherine Voss. She has been the face of ISAPS for the last maybe 20 years. Catherine, hello, and thank you so much for joining us, and say hello to our members.
Hello, Dirk, and hello, members.
You've been with us now 20 years, over 20 years. When did you start?
22 years.
22 years. So tell me a little bit about what happened in this 20 years. I mean, not all the 20 years, but what was a highlight, a real highlight that you could say when you look back, this is something I want to notify?
Obviously, the congresses where we all got together and people could meet each other and make friends and so on. Some of the more fun ones were Istanbul in 2002. I was asked to join the board on the stage, and because I was the bottom of the list, I got to get up on the stage first. So I had to sit there all by myself in the middle of the stage for about 10 minutes before the next board member arrived. And it felt like sitting at the bottom of the stage all by myself. And I remember thinking to myself, look where you are. There's this huge auditorium with hundreds and hundreds of people, and me all by myself. It felt a little like Princess Diana up there. And then, of course, the one in Rio in 2006, trying to create a venue where there wasn't one, and erecting two very large tents. People will remember those. One for the exhibitors and one for the meeting, which we just created our own conference center there. And you could see it everywhere in Rio from anywhere, these huge, enormous tents. That was pretty amazing.
Well, 20 years or 22 years are more or less over. And what are you planning? What are you planning in your retirement when it's over, the time after ISAPS?
A long rest, being able to read a book. You know, I had wanted to travel quite a bit, but unfortunately we're not traveling these days. Hopefully one day we'll be able to go and I'll be able to visit my friends around the world again. So that's the plan. I have a lot of things on my list. Yeah.
Okay, once again, Catherine, thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and thanks to you for this wonderful work the last 22 years. You really gave ISAPS a face.
It's been an honor and a pleasure.
Now it's a big pleasure to introduce Sarah Johnson to you. Sarah is the new upcoming executive director. She will take over office from Catherine Voss, who guided ISAPS the last 20 years. Sarah, welcome to London.
Thank you, Dirk. Hello, nice to be here.
As we are facing difficult times and we couldn't meet each other very often personally, and all the members don't know about you, tell us a little bit about your background.
Sure, of course. So I actually started, my original background was as a scientist, and I started my career in research, medical education, and working as a genetic counsellor. And from there, I started working with the chair of my department to set up an international society. And that's how I came to spend the largest part of my career as a CEO of an international association.
Now you're working since, I think, you started in April. And how was your start? How was your first impression? Will you stay with us?
It was certainly an extraordinary time to start in a new role, and I've really missed the opportunity to meet people face to face, but everyone's been incredibly welcoming, so I feel very settled and I feel extremely excited about the opportunities for the future. It's been an honor to be offered this role, and I'm really looking forward to working with everyone through the changes, but to find all the opportunities in change.
And Sarah, tell us a little bit about your priorities. What would be your next steps? What is important to you right now?
So my immediate priorities right now are trying to work through this transition. So we need to set up a UK entity to be able to employ staff team closer to me at home as well as in the US, and to set up all the virtual systems that we need to be operating in this new virtual environment. And then I'm also working obviously on your priorities, so your new strategies for the future, and trying to think about how we can make sure that our members can continue to learn and be engaged, and that all the systems they're using are fit for their future.
That sounds wonderful. What is your long-time vision for ISAPS? Can you tell us a little bit about it? Do you have a feeling, do you have a sense already about the family feeling of ISAPS, and how can you contribute?
Sure, and I think what I was going to say is I don't want that to change. That's been the most wonderful thing joining ISAPS. You all call it a family, and there's a huge energy and supportive culture that I hope will stay. What I would like to see, which is towards the vision that you've given me actually, you want to be the leading professional society and global authority in safe aesthetic surgery. So I'd like to see the family grow. I'd like to see us a larger, more diverse, more engaged community. It would be nice to be reaching all plastic surgeons in the world in some way. And obviously through that network, it would be amazing if all patients could expect to be able to access safe aesthetic surgery in the future.
Wow, Sarah, this sounds really exciting to me. I hope this sounds exciting to you. And remember this face, you will see her in the future much often. And thank you, Sarah, for joining us and answering these interesting questions. Bye-bye, Sarah. Bye-bye.
I'm really looking forward to working with you. Thank you, Dirk.
Finally, this little show comes to an end. It's time for me to say goodbye, but it's time for me also to say thank you. Thank you for your trust. Thank you for the honor to be your president for the last 2 years. It was a great time for me, and to work together with my wonderful team. Many thanks to the entire team, to the executive office, to Catherine Voss, to the whole board of directors, my exco committees, all my committee chairs, and all my friends in membership out there. Now it's a big pleasure and a big honor to introduce the new president of ISAPS, my successor and good friend, Dr. Nazim Cerkes from Istanbul, Turkey. Hello, Nazim. Hello to Istanbul.
Hello, Dirk. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, I see you smiling, and of course I'm smiling also because for me it's a big pleasure to hand over the office to you and to know it in good hands.
Thank you so much. It is honor to be president of ISAPS for me.
So just to give a little introduction to Dr. Cerkes, he is from Istanbul, Turkey. He has been the president-elect the last 2 years, working with the whole board and me together. And of course, I'm going to ask him about his vision, about what are the next steps, Nazim? What do you plan? What is important for your term?
My first step will be to listen our members and the plastic surgeons all over the globe. And I would like to learn their expectations from us. Then I will plan our future activities according to their demands and expectations.
And I really believe that we all experience big issues not being able to go to meetings, to Congress. We experience so many nice webinars and e-learning. What will be your attitude towards e-learning and especially in the times of COVID-19?
Well, as you know, Dirk, digital media is essential for a modern professional society, particularly in this time. And our goal is to improve communication with the plastic surgeons and use e-learning to educate them.
In 2022, we are expecting, of course, another World Congress. Can you tell us, Nazim, what are you planning? Where will this World Congress under your leadership be? Tell us a little secret.
Yeah, of course, it will be in Istanbul. Wow. I'm hoping that COVID will be over, and I will be delighted to welcome all of you in my hometown, Istanbul, on September 2022 for the 26th ISAPS Biennial World Congress.
Well, I can tell you, he is a wonderful host. Istanbul is a wonderful city, so this will be another highlight for our ISAPS member, the biannual meeting in Istanbul, Turkey. Nazim, we're looking forward to this meeting, but before we're looking forward to a wonderful term under your presidency. And congratulations to your election and good luck for your term. Bye-bye to Istanbul.
Yeah, I would like to say one more thing, that I need the support of our members. Their support is essential for the success of our term. And we are here, we are in board for our members. And we will work hard to fulfill their expectations from us.
I'm sure you got the whole support of the entire membership because all of them love you and all of them want to go to Turkey, to Istanbul. Okay. Thank you, Nazim. Bye-bye. Good luck.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Dirk. Thank you.
And now it's birthday time.
Happy birthday, ISAPS. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, ISAPS.
Doğum günün kutlu olsun ISAPS.
Ois Goody aus Österreich, ISAPS.
Happy birthday, ISAPS.
Happy birthday, ISAPS.
Happy birthday, ISAPS.
Happy birthday, ISAPS.
Happy 50th anniversary, ISAPS.
ISAPS, a very happy 50th birthday.
Happy birthday, ISAPS.
Happy birthday to ISAPS on behalf of everybody at MedOne.
Happy birthday, ISAPS.
Happy to congratulate all ISAPS members.
Congratulations, ISAPS.
50 years of ISAPS existence.
Happy birthday, ISAPS.
Happy birthday, ISAPS.
Happy anniversary, ISAPS.
I would like to congratulate ISAPS for the 50th anniversary.
all I wanted to say about ISAPS is our ability to reach unity and diversity will be the beauty and the strength of our society.
ISAPS celebrates the 50th anniversary.
Happy birthday for the 50th anniversary.
Congratulations on a wonderful 50 years.
Congratulations, ISAPS, for the 50th anniversary.
Tanti auguri a te. Tanti auguri a te.
I'd like
Tanti
to
auguri a ISAPS. Tanti auguri a te.
Now it's really time to say goodbye. It has been a pleasure. Thank you for listening and bye-bye. Have fun with the rest of the Olympiad.